What's up, fam? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. That's ICYDK.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices and the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. So before we get into it quickly, the soundtrack for the Barbie movie, the track listing has dropped. At least up until now, the track listing has dropped. Nicki Minaj and ICESPICE is said to have another collab on it. They are if they don't have another collab on it, that's alleged. They are both on the soundtrack, okay? So, but from what I'm hearing, they have a collaboration. Now, a lot of people are on this soundtrack. We got Lizzo on the soundtrack. Pink Panthers is on the soundtrack. Who else? There's a lot of people on this soundtrack, man. This soundtrack is full of, a lot of big names. Ava Max, Charlie. What's Charlie's name? Charlie XCX. I forgot what's it like. Fifth Charlie IV or 4. Dua Lipa's on it. Carol G is on it. Khaled's on it. Lizzo, Nicki Minaj, Ryan Gosling's on it. Kid Laroi. So. And that's coming out July 21st. It'll be available everywhere. July 21st. Barbie, the album, announces the lineup. And Nicki Minaj and ICESPICE allegedly have another collaboration. Now, moving on to Nicki Minaj and Caresha. I'm going to do a video on my members only to let you know what all that was about. What that's really all about. As you all know, some tweets were sent out. Nicki Minaj sent out some tweets saying that, to Diddy, I'm talking to Diddy, there's a specific young lady who's using a catchphrase that I made famous on Queen Radio. She was referring to the line, getting into some things. Caresha then responded back, and a lot of people say, oh, Nicki's playing around, they're just playing around. But when Caresha responded back, she didn't know they were playing around. Trust me, she didn't know they were playing around. I'm going to tell you the whole story about this in my members only coming up after this. But Caresha went on to say, hey, bring me on Queen Radio, just another. Nicki was acting like, she was drawing up legal papers, saying, oh, Diddy's desperately trying to call me. Caresha responded back with, desperately? Please, Nicki, it's never that. So a lot of people are saying, well, everybody's saying, oh, they're just kidding around, they're just fooling around. But I'm going to let you know the real deal behind the scenes about what's going on and what that's all about. And maybe we'll see Caresha pop up on Queen Radio. If it was me, if I'm Caresha, I'm going to say, listen here, I got the #1 show right now, #1 podcast. You come to my show and get ready for the smoke. Are you going to come to my show? If I come to your show, are you going to come to my show and let me give you the smoke? Or, matter of fact, you come to my show first, and you answer the smoke, and then I'll gladly come to your show. And you could do a cross-branding thing. Right? But you got to let me, you can't dictate my questions. You got to let me ask whatever I want. That's what the smoke is all about. So that's what I would do if I'm Caresha. I'm not going on Queen Radio without you coming on my show first. Because I'm the hot show right now. Right, so I'm going to do it in members only and let y'all know what's going on with that. Now, shout out to, I think the site is called FemC Talk. I think she focuses on the female rappers. She posed a question. She said she believes that Ice Spice's come up is more her come up is bigger than Cardi B's. And she said, if you don't believe that, let us know why. Whose come up do you think is bigger? And the answer, there's only one answer. That answer is Cardi B. I mean, and then she said, you want to know why? I'll tell you why. I put it on Twitter. I'll tell you here. You have to look. You got to look at the words she's using. She believes Ice Spice is a bigger come up than Cardi B. Well, first of all, let's take a look at some things, which what we go by when we talk about that come up. First of all, how much did Ice Spice sell first week? Right, Ice Spice sold what, 15K, 13K, 15K first week. How much did Glorilla sell first week? So Glorilla sold 28K. 13K more than Ice Spice first week. How much did Cardi B sell first week, Ham? Cardi B sold 255K. So 15K compared to 255K, and Bodak Yellow was number one. And Cardi right now has 5 number ones. How many top 10 hits does she have? She has 11 top 10 hits and 42 records posted on Billboard. Out of her 42 records that has charted on Billboard, 11 of them are top 10 hits. What's that percentage? You know, half of 42 is what? 20. Half of 42 is 21. And then half of 21 is like 11. It's 11, right? So you're talking about 25% of her records that's charted on Billboard went to the top 10. And she's got 5 number ones. God only knows how many top 20s and top 40s. Ice Spice she doesn't even have a number one. Munch, which is a viral hit, was on the Bubbling Under. And she's got a number 2 record and I think a number 3 record. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Listen, Ice Spice has a nice coming, but for you to say, for anyone to say she has a bigger come up than Cardi B came from Love and Hip Hop, where everybody goes to die. Who have you seen? What rapper? What singer made it big? I'm not talking about K Michelle. K Michelle never fully blew up, right? I'm talking about Cardi B. Was elevated to superstar status. What person is known as a superstar coming from Love and Hip Hop and haven't even done a tour yet and got 1 album out? How can you even say Ice Spice, who did 15K of the first thing? Like I said, Ice Spice has had, she's caught on nicely with her streams. And I know they're going to say, oh, but she's got more monthly streams than Cardi each month. Cardi has no music out. Cardi has no music out. That's the first thing. And the second thing, and I put this on Twitter, let's just be honest. Like I said, if you don't like honesty, please click off right now. Please click off right now. Ice Spice came out with Munch. Munch was viral, but it was bubbling under. When Drake brought Ice Spice out to the OVO Fest, right? Everybody was like, oh, everybody was calling Drake crazy. When Drake was talking about Munch, they were like, oh, Drake, you just want to hit. That song's trash. She's garbage. When Drake unfollowed her, everybody started laughing, saying, oh, Drake must have hit already, and then threw her to the curb. And everybody was laughing at her delivery, laughing at her on stage, and everything. It was not until she started pandering more to Nicki and moving away from Cardi B. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. She's already out there doing her thing. So it's not like you can take it from her. It wasn't until Ice Spice started sucking Nicki's kneecaps and pandering to the Barbs, the biggest fan base on social media, right? So it wasn't until she did that, and that's when all those streams started picking up. That's when that song shot to the top 10, song she did with Pink Panthers, because she was already pandering to the Barbs and shouting Nicki out every single chance she got. Magazines, interviews, online, offline. That's the reason why. Her fan base is 75% Barbs. 75% Barbs. Cardi B had those same Barbs that's so powerful online, those same Barbs against her, going against her, streaming other records, trying to block her from going number one. They've been going against Cardi B from day one. So Cardi B, even with that fan base against her, has 5 number ones, 4 diamond records, 11 top 10s. That's with the most powerful fan base going against her. ICESPICE has that same fan base on her side, and she doesn't have a number 1 record yet. Man, come on, man. Y'all need to get up out my face with this nonsense. Where's the honesty? You tell me, I just gave you facts. You tell me how, other than saying she's got more monthly listeners than Cardi on Spotify. You give me reasons of why her come up, and she hasn't even really been out a year. You give me a reason why her first year has been bigger than Cardi B's. Give me, look, I just gave you facts. We got to stop this, man. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.